Hello, my happy family. Oh, Lord, it's been a while since I talked to y'all, haven't it? I told y'all I was going to be back. Um, been doing a little transitioning and getting things set up and getting ready. Moving. I think I moved since the last time I did a video. But I'm back. I'm back, and I'm thank God and appreciate y'all patience and love and sticking with me. So I'm going to try to be back posting on a regular basis. And I think money motivation is my most popular segment on a slice of happiness here. Um, what I want to talk about today is this stuff. When I talk about motivation stuff, usually it's stuff that I've been through. It ain't nothing I heard or nothing I've seen. It's stuff that I've been through and stuff that I know by my life experiences. I just turned 56 years old. A lot of people don't know me. I'm Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey. Chef Jeffrey on Old School Soul Food. You can call me whatever. Jeffrey, Mr. Jeffrey, however you want to do it. Like I say, just don't call me late for dinner. But what I want to talk about, I wrote some notes here today especially. And I say this all the time. A lot of people, I'm going to tell you later on here as I do the video, you got them haters out there and jealous of people because they didn't do what I'm about to tell you. It's very simple. I'm going to see if I can get all this in the title, which I probably can't. I'm going to read it verbatim as I wrote it out in my thoughts here. It said, if you don't make time, write this down, if you don't make time to work on creating the life you want now, meaning if you don't start working on the life that you want, if you don't start working on that now, you are eventually going to be forced to spend a lot of time dealing with a life you don't want later. Meaning, Chef Jeffrey, what that mean? Meaning, like I say this many times, many videos, I tell young people this. If you don't start saving now for later you ain't going to have nothing. Y'all know how I feel about Social Security. I'm going to get my Social Security at 62 because I paid into the system. But it's not that I need it. I'm not reliant on Social Security because I know Social Security give you enough to die on, doesn't give you enough to live on. That's a whole video for another day. But I was started 20 years old. Thank God I had parents and a lot of advisors as I grew up in my mid-adulthood that told me how to save money, don't waste money on frivolous things like cars, shoes, clothes. Buy things that you need. Don't buy things that you want. Because later on, you can get those things. I tell people think, oh, you do this. I don't think they do things to brag. I'm not ashamed of my success. I consider myself a pretty much success. I'm not ashamed of it because I put in the due diligence at a young age and I made the sacrifice while people was laughing at me. People that going out to the club, buying all these Nike shoes, 10, 15 pairs of shoes a year, buying cars with all these rims, cars with all this music in it. I wasn't doing that. I was working hard, buying what I needed. Wasn't buying expensive clothes. I shopped at Payless and Walmart. Sure did. Didn't need no name brand clothes. I got name brand clothes now that I wear. But I didn't need that because I knew later on I want to be living comfortably. I retired at 53 years old, y'all. Completely retired. I'm not even getting Social Security yet. I'm not getting money out of my IRA or my thing yet. I had a separate account. That's something for another day, y'all. On Friday, Financial Friday, how I did that. But back to what I was saying. I'm not ashamed. I got two people say, how you got two residences? Yeah, I have a home that I own in another city, which is KATY, Houston area. I got an apartment which I'm in right now. Had a home here in Dallas, sold it, made a good profit off of it, downgraded to an apartment, took that money I made off the apartment, put it into it, and it's growing as I speak now. Because I was taught how to do this at a young age, how to make money, how to buy property. Property is the best investment you can do. I got a home in KATY. I paid $92,000 for it in 2006. It's worth $280,000 right now in 2024. What kind of investment is that? People didn't listen. I told a lot of people, my coworkers, in 2006 when the housing market dropped, Everybody was selling their home, getting foreclosed. I said, this is time to, I got a little advice. I listened to people, successful people. Chef Jeff, it's time for you to buy a home. Well, sure, yeah. Got it dirt cheap. $92,000 is worth $280,000 is the property still value. I got that much equity in my house. It's almost tripled in value than what I bought it for. I go on trips. Y'all see if you watch my other channel. I can go on a trip every day if I want to. I'm in Vegas every 2 months. I'm on cruises. I'm doing this and that. I'm going to concerts. Not because I do that and show this because I show people you can do the same thing I did. I'm no different than anybody else. I didn't have the best. I was a C&D student in high school. Wasn't the smartest kid on the block. But I listened to people that's successful. I didn't waste my money frivolously. I said, look, I don't want to retire at 65 years old. I said this in my mind when I was in my 20s. I do not want to retire at 65. I want to be able to be energetic where I can walk around, and not saying 65-year-old people are not energetic. I said I want to retire. My goal was to retire at 50. I didn't retire at 50 because COVID was hit and a lot of things unstable and stuff like that. But I would have retired at 50 years old. That was my goal. Don't be ashamed, y'all, out there. Especially if you're young, don't fall into the peer pressure. You got to have these $150, $200 tennis shoes. You got to go out to the club and get drinking and doing all this stuff and knowing you got to work the next morning at 5 a.m. and you got to call in sick because you got a hangover. Don't fall into those pressures, y'all. Don't think you got to get a $50,000, $30,000, $40,000 automobile with a $700 a month car note for 5 or 6 years. Go get you a $2,500, $3,000 cash car, save for it, and ride around in there. Something to get you to point A, point B. Because your better days are coming. All those people that's trying to be big balling, shot calling, that I'll tell you, common sense fact. All those people shot calling, balling when I was growing up and stuff like that, they still working. They still doing the 9 to 5 job, looking at me doing my thing, wondering how I did it. As they was laughing at me, you got to go to work on the weekend. You got to go to work at night. You got to work 8 hours a week. You never off, da. Just laughing at me. I hear it many, many times. I didn't let that make me lose my course, lose my focus, because I knew what I was going to do. I had advisors in my ear. I had people showing me on paper how to do it, what's going to work. You just got to be a steward of your life. You got to be a steward of your finances, pay your bills on time, and you will make it. I am a living witness. There's people out there doing better than me, but there's people following my path. Like I got 2 best friends on the same path I am. They like 10 years younger than me. They say, Chef, we're going to retire just like you. I got a best friend now say, man, I can't wait to get up there where you can just, I don't have to answer to nobody. I have no boss in my life. When I want to go on vacation, I don't have to fill out a paper. When I want to go do something, I don't have to get on the phone and ask. I don't have to answer no alarm clock. I don't have to, nothing. Because I wanted to do that. I created that life, y'all, in the beginning. There's no peer pressure on me. I was laughed at, talked about, all this. But you got to get them naysayers out of your ear. People say, you can't do that. Get them out of your ear. Some of them going to be your family members. Some of them going to be your close friends. Some of them going to be your relatives. Get those people out of your ear, because when the rubber hits the road and you need help, them people ain't going to be there to help you. They ain't going to be there to help you. When you done spend all your money trying to be all fancy and stuff like that, and then you get 50, 60, 70 years old, you ain't got nothing but to rely on with Social Security because you ain't saved nothing. You haven't put nothing to work in or nothing like that. Nobody to answer to but you. And you got to put your hand out the government. And the government is not here to help you. I'm telling you, I've said this so many times. They're not here to help y'all. The Social Security, you ask anybody on Social Security that's only relying on Social Security, ask them, is they big balling on Social Security? No. You better save your money. That's something on Financial Friday I'm going to go to. How to save just $25 a week. That's how I save $100 a month, $1,200 a year. I started saving at 20 years old, y'all. 20. in a special account. And of course, as I started making more money, I started contributing more. And the rest is history. Yeah. But I just want to encourage people out there, even if you're in your 40s and 50s, then no, people say it's too late. No, you need to get your life going now. If you're 40 years old, hey, you got 20 years old to get this thing turned around. You're not going to be to the level, but you're going to be where you ain't got to rely on that Social Security check hit your bank every the first of every month. Quit letting people dictate your life, because you're the only one at the end of the day dictate that you're going to have to live your life. Like I say, it's very simple, and I hear this all the time. When I was younger, I lived like no one else. So now I can live like no one else. Get up and do what I want every day. Don't you know how good that feels? If you would just get them naysayers out of your life, quit getting the peer pressure, quit letting people think you can't do this, oh, you can't do that. You want to own a home. I always wanted to own a home, but it hit at the right time. God gonna bless you. You just got to be able to be steadfast, do His will, do what I'm saying. God is gonna bless you. Everybody want to be a homeowner is the best thing. Everybody's not for home ownership. I'm put it like that. But if you can be due diligent, get your home. Property is so much good. Home ownership. Like I told you, my home is almost triple in value in what has it been, 20 years, less than 20 years so far. It's triple in value, and it's still gonna go up. You ask anybody on property, especially homes, depending on what it is. Home ownership is very good. Like I said, I had owned 2 homes at one time. I got rid of the one here in Dallas. I made a conscious decision, which is working good, because that money's working for me as well that I got off the home. And I'm just paying this apartment off the interest I make every year. The interest I make every year off the money that I made for that home here in Arlington is paying for this apartment. So it's like I'm living here rent free, because the interest I make every year off of that is paying for this apartment right here. So it's the way you do it. You gotta have good financial advice, have good financial things in your ear, and that's something I'll teach on Financial Friday. My main thing is to get up and quit messing around with your life, especially in your 20s and 30s, thinking you're going to be young all the time. All this, I'm making it. Quit wasting money on frivolous things, y'all. I cannot say that enough. Quit buying all these fancy clothes and all these shoes and all these TVs and all these expensive phones. I got a phone. I don't have it here. I've had this cell phone for 3 years. Keep updating it and stuff like that. This iPad I got right here, I've had this iPad about 6 years. Nothing wrong with it. Still work. Does everything I needed to do. I do not try to upset. Like I said, I have nice things or whatever, but some stuff is just common sense stuff. People waste money on frivolous things and things like that. It does not make sense. I don't get it. Every vehicle I have, I pay cash for it. I'm not ashamed to say it. I own 4 vehicles. 4 of them. They all paid for, and I pay for them in cash. How'd you do that, Chef Jeffrey? I saved up the money for it. And they're not new. They're not new vehicles. They used. Very nice, pre-owned, what they call. Very nice, reliable vehicles. I have 4 of them. Sure do. I paid cash for all 4 of them. I saved money up, put money in a certain account, let that money kind of grow. When it got to the bank, I did my little due diligence, little shopping around or whatever, paid cash for it. Within 60 days, I've had my sticker, license plate, and my title, everything. Within 60 days, I own 4 cars, 4 titles. No car notes. I ain't paid a car note in over 20 years, y'all. Because I know what that money just wasted. So anyway, I haven't been on in a while. I know I ramble on enough and hit on a lot of subjects. But Wisdom Wednesday is going to be nice. And Financial Friday really hits home where I can go more into detail how you can invest money, make it grow, make it work for you, and just put money into the IRA or Roth IRA and let it grow. Don't look at it because it's going to be like this. Most times it's going to be like this, and it's going to keep going up, it's going to dip. But the end result, your money going to be here. You're going to have dips, but when you're going to have that big dip, it's going to go like this, and you're going to see, it's going to keep going. I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness, y'all. I'm sitting here living witness. I'm sitting here at 56 years old. I get up every morning dictating what I can do or what I want to do. I ain't got no boss calling me, can you come in early? Can you go to work? No, I don't have to do that. Yep. Bills on auto pay. I'm not rich. I'm financially independent and I got my life together. And I got my life together not at 40, not at 50. I got my life together at 20 years old. That's when I started getting my life together. You need to start getting your life together today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, today. Get your life together. Get them naysayers. They ain't going nowhere. Those people trying to say, laughing at you, they're not going nowhere. You'll see them after you retire, you doing your thing or whatever, they're going to be still working. They're going to be still paying that $750 car note. They got 3 more years on it while you got your cash vehicle riding just as good as them. I'm telling you what I know. I ain't telling you something I heard. So anyway, I love y'all. I should be back Wednesday and Friday. I'm trying to be consistent now. But happy family. Like I say, what is my saying? Knowledge is power. That's my saying. Y'all thought I forgot. It's been so long. Knowledge is power. And I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.